Wrestling fans, it's your boy the Bawan here tonight to give a Royal Rumble review. Uh, kind of was pretty good overall, but a lot of screwing going on in this Royal Rumble match, and kind of felt disappointed about the outcome. But you know, it's done for a reason. You know, I mean, I knew that some of it was going to happen, but the ending, I did not expect to see. I did not expect it to play out the way it played out. So we're gonna get down to business. First off, we had a kickoff for the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match with the winner team gets to certain spots in the Royal Rumble match itself. We had the Dudley Boys versus Mark Henry, Jack Swagger versus Damien Sandow and Darren Young versus the Ascension. Mark Henry and Jack Swagger pick up the win after Henry pins Victor, putting them in the Royal Rumble match. So then we go to the Royal Rumble itself, which our first match was a last man standing match between Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens. It's a pretty grueling, hard fought match, going back and forth through tables, chairs. Ultimately, it was Dean Ambrose pushing Kevin Owens off the top rope through two tables, allowing Kevin Owens to be laid out for the 10 count, allowing Dean Ambrose to retain the Intercontinental Championship. So we go to our next match, which was the New Day, who introduced Lucinda the new trombone by Xavier Woods, taking on the Usos for the WWE Tag Team Championships. It was a New Day retaining the titles after Big E hits Jey Uso, who did not know that he got that Big E was tagged in as Jey Uso attempts to splash off the top rope onto Kofi Kingston, but is caught by Big E, and Big E hits him with a big ending, allowing the New Day to keep his tag team titles. So then we had Alberto Del Rio versus Kalisto for the U.S. title. It was a hard-fought match both ways, But ultimately, it was Kalisto pinning Del Rio with the Sleeve del Sol winning the U.S. Championship match. So after that, we have our next match, which was Becky Lynch versus Charlotte for the Divas title. It looked like Becky Lynch was about to win. She had Charlotte in his armor, but much to the grin, Ric Flair gets on the apron and throws his jacket on top of Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch let go hold, goes after Ric Flair, and Charlotte is able to hit Becky Lynch for the spear, pick on 1, 2, 3. After the match, Charlotte assaults Becky Lynch some more, and as they celebrate, music hits. Out comes the boss, Sasha Banks. Comes to the ring. She kicks Becky Lynch out the ring and says, "You stole my spotlight." She looks at Charlotte and the Divas title. She walks up to Charlotte. She holds her hand out to Charlotte, shakes her hand, wants the fans to scream because everybody knows they want to see Sasha. Sasha is like the hottest commodity in the Divas division right now. She is like, she has a huge fan base for some apparent reason. Everybody's wanting to see the boss when it comes to Divas wrestling. You can hear fans saying, "We want Sasha." So after that, Charlotte attempts to walk out the ring. Sasha Banks sneaks from behind, hits her with the bank statement. Holds the Divas title up. Let her know that she's coming for that Divas title. And I expect to see a Divas match between Charlotte and Charlotte and Sasha Banks. If not, the next pay-per-view Fat Lane, but at WrestleMania. Can't wait forward to see. I think it would be a good, awesome match. So then we go to the main event, which is the Royal Rumble for the WWE Championship. So we start off with Roman Reigns and Rusev. They go at it. Roman Reigns ultimately eliminates Rusev. So then our third competitor, a newcomer, making his debut in the WWE, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. They say the hottest free agent that was out there in the market, signed with the WWE. He was the number 3 competitor in the Royal Rumble. The fans went crazy when he came to the ring. You could hear the AJ Styles chants throughout the Royal Rumble match, even when he got eliminated. More into that in a minute. So then we have Tyler Breeze, Curtis Axel, and Y2J comes in, then Kane comes in, and Goldust, and Ryback, and Kofi Kingston, Titus O'Neil, and R-Truth. When he comes in, he grabs the ladder, grabs on top of the ladder. Look, I like it's a ladder match for the title. And they say, "Oh, my bad." And he's eliminated. What a joke. They just used the waste of talent, man. Then Luke Harper comes in, and after he entered the ring, the League of Nations pulled off Roman Reigns and attacks him, which was led by Vince McMahon. And during that attack, Stardust comes in, and then the Big Show, then Neville, then the next member of the Wyatt family, Braun Strowman, then Kevin Owens, then Dean Ambrose, then Sami Zayn, then Eric Rowan, then Mark Henry, then Brock Lesnar, then Jack Swagger, then The Miz, then Alberto Del Rio, then Bray Wyatt, then Dolph Ziggler, then number 29 was Sheamus, and number 30, I will get to that in just 1 second, but some other highlights in this match before I get to number 30, it was Brock Lesnar eliminated all three members of the Wyatt family. So then when Bray Wyatt comes in, they stare face to face. And the other three must come back in and attack Lesnar. But Lesnar fends them off, and him and Bray go at it. And ultimately, they come back in, and Bray Wyatt hits him with Sister Abigail, and ultimately they eliminate Brock Lesnar, which was Screwjob number 1. Didn't like that because Screwjob number 2, I'm mad, because Screwjob number 1 was what they did to Roman Reigns. But you know. So after that, here comes number 30. And then there was number 30 entrance in the Royal Rumble was none other than the game, Triple H. So him and Roman Reigns, they stare each other down for a minute. And Dolph Ziggler tries to attack Triple H, hit with a pedigree. Bray Wyatt tries to attack Roman Reigns, hit with a spear. Then ultimately they go at it, and then ultimately Bray Wyatt and Triple H go at it, and Sheamus helps Triple H, attacks Bray Wyatt, and all it is just that. So then we get down to the final four of the match, which was Roman Reigns, Triple H, Dean Ambrose, and Sheamus. Now, I predicted 2 of the final 4 to be right, because I had predicted it would be Sheamus and Reigns. The other 2 I had predicted was Dean Ambrose, Brock Lesnar and Bray Wyatt, but that didn't happen. So during the final 4, ultimately Dean Ambrose eliminates Sheamus, and here's the kicker. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard me right. Triple H eliminates Roman Reigns, leaving Dean Ambrose and Triple H, the final 2 in the Royal Rumble. It looked like Dean Ambrose going to eliminate Triple H. He hit Triple H, hits him again, but Triple H managed to stay on top of the apron. And ultimately, Triple H eliminates Ambrose. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new WWE champion. And it's for the 14th time. His name is, again, Triple H, who is headed to WrestleMania to defend the WWE title, the main event, WrestleMania. So, with that being said, does that mean that Triple H is going to fight Roman Reigns? Or maybe it's Roman Reigns going to get his rematch in Fastlane? We'll have to wait and see tomorrow on Raw to find out what's going to happen, what's going to go down. So, you know, a lot of stuff going on. Can't explain. I don't understand. Like I said, you know, AJ Styles, the new member to the WWE roster. Also, there is another guy headed to the WWE. They said he's already officially with the WWE. He does some NXT tapings, but it won't be his first one. Won't be aired until in March. And he calls himself the best and greatest man to ever live. My boy, Austin Aries. If you haven't seen Austin Aries, you're in for a treat. And as far as AJ Styles, I don't know. I think they're going to have him and Kevin Owens renew a feud that started back in ROH. So, you know, I'm glad to see some of these guys, these free agents coming to the WWE, Mr. AJ Styles, Austin Aries. I think it's good for the WWE. I think it's good for them as well to let the world truly see what talent they really are. Because, you know, they was on TNA, ROH, but, you know, those aren't big promotions. You know, AJ Styles, New Japan, but, you know, the WWE is the biggest wrestling promotion in today. And so you will get to see more. They'll showcase more of their talents because there's a more of a big fan base, and you know they have more shows to be exposed on weekly television. So you know, so that concludes this review. I will be back tomorrow to give you a Royal Rumble aftermath on Raw review the day after the Royal Rumble to see what we're gonna have angled up as we are now officially on the road to WrestleMania. Like I said, we have a new WWE champion. The name is Triple H. So until then, I am the host of the show, your boy Love Below Wine, and I like to say I'm out.